Hello, my wealth builders. Welcome back. All right, I'm Pat, and today I'm going to be speaking about the power of faith in our manifestation and the power of speaking things into existence. I've been watching a lot of different podcasts, videos, reading, really trying to grow and expand, my manifestations, concepts, knowledge, and all of that. And I'm always excited to come here and share with you guys so you can grow with me and manifest more wealth, more income streams, not only one, more money, more beautiful experiences. Anyways, you get it. So, when I was listening to one of the podcasts, something that struck me, kind of resonated with me was the guys who was saying that a lot of people believe, and that's what they also say, oh, I believe it when I see it, right? I'll believe it when I see it. And the way it's so ingrained in our belief system, it's like very, very deep. So I'm encouraging every one of us to really reverse the story around. Every time I tell you guys, flip the script, okay? Reverse it and say, not I believe when I see it, but I believe it, so I'll see it. No questions asked. It's no brainer. It's gonna happen. You have to have that calm certainty, that faith, really, that whatever you believe in will come into fruition. You will experience it. And we are powerful manifestors. You acknowledging or knowing it or realizing it or not, we are manifesting our lives. Whatever we are currently experiencing, it's a manifestation of our old programming, our conditioning, our belief system, really, even when we don't like it. It's so crazy because I have, for so many years, I have believed, I have capped my wealth container. I have capped it to a level where I was like, okay, this is all I want. I do not want more than that, because money is going to bring so much drama, so many problems. It's just like, it's going to be stressful. I always wanted a peaceful life. And in my head, it was programmed in my subconscious that money was going to bring me too much drama, too much problems, too much issues that I wouldn't be able to handle. I wouldn't be able to manage. I'll be like so stressed out because of, all the money, and my life would not be peaceful. So for many years, I kept myself. I'm like, okay, as long as I'm comfortable, as long as I can pay my bills, as long as I can feed myself, my family, I don't need more. I don't need the spotlight. And all my life, I've lived off radar. Like, people always asking, like, what's going on with her? Like, she just disappeared. Like, I'm off radar, and I like it. I like it like that. I still kind of like it like that, but I'm putting myself out there more. Even having this platform and speaking to you guys, it's a proof that I'm really like, reframing everything and getting out of my comfort zone. So I kept myself, like, my wealth container was like literally like just this. I'm like, this is enough. Look, I can fit in here. That's all I need. Don't try to complicate my life. And what I've been experiencing, it's exactly that. Just enough. Barely enough, just enough to pay the bills, and sometimes even in the red, many times in the red actually. And I was just like, but now, okay, come with me. Now I am expanding. My belief system is completely different from, barely just what, 2, 3 years ago. Now I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. The universe, God has so much more in store for me. God is infinite. There's no limit. Why should I just like limit myself and be content with the little bit, the little crumbs? Because money is evil, because it's going to be bringing too much drama, the spotlight on me, too much attention that I really don't want and don't need. Like, no, I'm like, no, I have this heart of service. I've always had it. So I always like to, help out, not only like financially, or, with material things, but also like just being present and being of service to others, making people comfortable, and really kind of like bring life into a hopeless situation. So I've always had like that heart for service. Then I realized, listen, I can't really do much if I don't have the money, right? I cannot do much if I don't have the money. So money is not evil. Money is just a tool. Money is just a tool in your possession, and based on your posture, based on your intentions, based on your personality, your programming, you know, you use the money as you please. So that's why we have to have so many more people with money that have like pure intentions, beautiful hearts, so they can do more positive impact. Not only like, because sometimes you talk about, I want to impact the world. You can start with just like your nuclear family. If you don't have a family, your closest, the closest people around you, your tribe, you start with those people, and then the more you get, you can expand. So now I'm like, bring in the money, because there are so many people that I feel like I should be impacting, and kind of like reprogram, all those limiting beliefs, all those, fake, false stories um, that we've been conditioned to believe. So now I'm like, no, 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 no. Even with millions of dollars, I always manage, okay? Now I'm learning how to self regulate. I've always been kind of good, but now I'm like mastering it to self regulate. I am getting better in my finances. So having tons of money, I'll handle it. People handle it. I handle it. It may be a learning curve. There are old habits that may be kicking in here and there, but overall, I master my finances. I master my relationships. I master my impact. I master everything. Okay, because I have God within me. We all do, but it's just a realization. Like, if you don't realize it, if you don't have that aha moment, like, oh, God actually lives inside of me, then this video would not make sense to you at all. But once you realize it, you have like the highest level of consciousness, of awareness, and then you realize, huh, I knew that all along. Like, all those things that I thought were impossible, they are actually possible. But I told myself that they were impossible for me, when so many other people are actually living that exact dream that I have. So it's not impossible. Why should I say that it's impossible for me? So let's not do that anymore. Let's speak things into existence, okay? We speak things into existence. Every time that you say something that you do not want it to be manifested in your life, correct yourself, cancel it out. Go back, revise, like, oh, no, 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 no. This is not my cap. I would love to make, no, let me reframe that. Let's say you say something negative like, oh, I never have enough money to travel. I never have enough money to travel. Even when that is your current reality, we want to speak things into existence, meaning that you want to speak as if that experience has already happened. And you have to say always, like in your most obvious tone, I always have money to travel. You want to go to, you want to go to Asia, you want to go to Europe, you want to go to Africa. Oh, I always have the money. Oh, like this year I want to go to, in this year or in the next 2, 3, 5, whatever, put whatever time frame you feel comfortable with, because we also have to be comfortable. The nervous system has to say, oh, yes, it's possible. Not like, oh, I have the money to go to Africa tomorrow, when your nervous system, your conscious mind will be like, no, come back here, Delulu. So tell yourself, I always have money to figure things out. My bank account is showing $20, and I'm talking about traveling to Africa. Oh, you know what? I always figure out how to get money. Money always, always flows in. Like, it doesn't have to come from the specific or the usual stream of income. It can come from infinite ways. We don't know all the infinite ways. So I always figure it out. And everything always works out for me. That's my baseline. Everything always works out for me. When I experience something negative, I'm like, oof, this is such a glitch. This is such a glitch. This is abnormal. My normal is I always figure it out. I always have money. I always have extra to help. I always, like, this is my baseline. Everything works out for me. So I wanted to share with you a scripture, a scripture just for you to have an understanding that manifesting and speaking, like being in your Delulu mode, is also in the Bible. Okay, so this comes from 2 Corinthians. Let me see. So, where are you? Okay, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 13. It says, we having the same spirit of faith, talking about faith, according as it is written, I believed, and therefore I have spoken. Speaking things into existence, you have to have faith. You have to have that calm certainty, and you have to believe before you see it. So you believe in something that had never happened maybe in your life, that you've never seen around you, and you proclaim it, you prophesy onto your own life. I believe, so I speak. So I have $20 in my bank account, but I'm speaking into existence that I'm going to Africa. I'm traveling. I'm taking that trip, or I'm starting my business. I'm speaking that into existence. And so that's believing before the manifestation. You believe, you have like that unshakable faith. You believe, and then you speak it into existence, and you hold on to that truth. Like, don't just like, no, this has to be like very ingrained, like in your core, in your subconscious, not only in your conscious mind, but you have to believe that in your subconscious. I believe that I always figure it out. I believe that all my dreams are manifested. All my desires are my past accomplishments. I have this desire. That's why I keep telling myself, I have that desire because I've accomplished it in my spirit, in my soul, in my past life. This was already my like it says that God knows the beginning and the end. So when you come here on earth, there's already like infinite pathways of, how your life would be and where would you would end up. So those infinite pathways, those infinite journeys, they are built upon, like the journey is built or constructed as you go, right? It's constructed as you go. So every day is a choice, every day is a decision, but you have to keep your eyes onto the ultimate goal, the mission, the calling. And if you have that desire in your heart, you don't know why. Like everybody around you is broke, but you want to be a millionaire. Like, where do you get those ideas from? So your desire, it's because it's possible, it's because it's one of the paths. Of course, you also have the possibility of dying broke, but that's not where you put your focus on. You put your focus on, I'm gonna become a millionaire, I'm gonna be the one leaving a legacy, I'm gonna be the one leaving an impact, and changing my family history, breaking generational curses, whatever it is, keep that in mind. Your desires, they've been planted in you because you have a mission, because where you're supposed to be ending at is calling your name, it's calling your soul, it's reminding you this is where we're supposed to be. So call that into existence. Don't say, I believe when I see it. No, I believe it. So I am taking all the steps, right? Taking all the steps towards my final destination, towards my final plan, my goal. This is the spirit. It says in the Bible, and I'm pretty sure in other texts too, it says, I believed and therefore I spoke. So speak things into existence and believe that they are already done. All right. Be free and be wholesome. Love you tons.